For centuries, humanity has looked outward in search of power, through status, wealth, or influence. But the greatest power isn't something to be found, it's something to be remembered. Perhaps you felt it too, in those quiet moments when the world seems to glow with a strange, familiar light. Maybe it was the calm after a storm, the warmth in your chest when someone said, "I believe in you," or that fleeting second when you felt bigger than your body, more infinite than your surroundings. That was the whisper of something eternal within you. You didn't imagine it, you didn't create it. It has always been yours. Dr. Ernest Holmes, a visionary philosopher and founder of the science of mind, taught that this power is not something you earn, beg for, or borrow. It is your birthright, a gift etched into the very fabric of your being, quietly waiting for you to remember. This isn't just a fleeting emotion or poetic flourish. It's a profound truth that has the potential to transform your life from the inside out. In today's video, we'll dive deep into this journey, uncovering how this divine power expresses itself through awareness, visualization, emotion, surrender, intuition, and conscious thought. By the end of this path, you'll have in your hands a map, a way to align with the infinite and create a reality that reflects your highest potential. A journey that begins with a single, courageous step. So before we continue with the video and explore this interesting topic further, don't forget to like, subscribe to the Top Hidden Knowledge channel to stay updated on everything related to personal and spiritual growth. This helps us bring more content that can make a difference for you. For millennia, humanity has chased power in all the wrong places. We've sought it in status, measuring our worth by titles and accolades. We've pursued it through wealth, believing that material abundance holds the key to happiness. We've looked for it in influence, craving the approval of others to validate our existence. But the greatest power is not something you find in the external world. It's something you remember within yourself. Ernest Holmes, after years of searching for answers in the outer realms of achievement, came to a life-altering realization. The true source of power lies within. It's not in a corner office, a bank account, or the applause of a crowd. It's in the quiet, unshakable essence of your being, a divine spark that has been yours since the moment you were born. This inner divinity is not something you need to earn or prove yourself worthy of. It's your birthright, as natural as your breath, as constant as your heartbeat. Holmes taught that activating this power isn't about becoming someone new or achieving an unattainable state of perfection. It's about waking up to what's always been there, like flipping a switch in a dark room to reveal the light that was always wired in. To begin this awakening, you must first believe the power is real, not in theory, not in poetry, but in practice. You are not separate from the source that created oceans, stars, and galaxies. You are a unique expression of it, a singular thread in the infinite tapestry of existence. As strange as it sounds, you are not just alive, you are life itself in expression. This truth can feel radical, even uncomfortable. We're conditioned to see ourselves as limited, as small cogs in a vast machine. But Holmes invites you to shift that perspective, to see yourself as a conduit for the infinite. Activating your divine power begins with reclaiming your rightful place as an outlet for something vast and eternal. And the journey starts with a simple, profound act. Flipping a mental switch you didn't realize you had. This switch is not a physical object, but a shift in consciousness, a decision to recognize and embrace the power within you. It's the moment you say, "I am more than my doubts, my fears, my circumstances. I am a spark of the divine, and I choose to shine." Reflect on a moment in your life when you felt truly alive. Perhaps when you accomplished something meaningful, connected deeply with another person, or stood in awe of nature's beauty. That feeling wasn't random. It was a glimpse of your divine essence, breaking through the noise of everyday life. Holmes's teachings are about making those moments intentional, about living from that place of power every day. This requires courage, a willingness to let go of old beliefs that keep you small and embrace a new way of being. But once you do, the world shifts. You stop chasing external validation and start aligning with your inner truth. You stop doubting your worth and start trusting your potential. You stop waiting for permission and start claiming your birthright as a creator of your reality. Understanding your divine power begins with one simple, transformative truth. Divine energy is always flowing. It's not something you need to summon, create, or chase. It's already present, a constant current running through the core of your being. Holmes likened us to lamps already plugged into the power source. The issue isn't connection, it's whether you've turned the lamp on. Your awareness of this energy determines how you experience it. When you're unaware, life can feel heavy, chaotic, and disconnected, as if you're stumbling through a dark room. But when you consciously tune in, you tap into a reservoir of clarity, confidence, and possibility that illuminates every aspect of your life. Visualization is the first step to turning on this inner light, and Holmes described it as a sacred ritual, a deliberate act to shift from belief to experience. Imagine a light switch in your mind, not as a symbolic gesture, but as a functional tool. Each time you flip it in your mind's eye, you're declaring, "I choose to remember who I am." In a quiet moment, close your eyes and breathe deeply. Picture golden energy rushing into you, like sunlight flooding a cathedral, not coming from outside, but pouring in from an inner chamber, a wellspring within your soul. Feel it warming every cell, igniting your heart and clarifying your mind. This is not mere imagination or wishful thinking. Holmes argued that this act realigns you with the infinite, much like tuning a radio to the right frequency. When you visualize vividly, you're not begging for power. You're claiming it as your own. Repetition is the key to strengthening this connection. Holmes urged his students to make visualization a daily habit, not just a remedy for tough times, but a joyful greeting to their divine nature. Start with 5 minutes each morning. Find a quiet space, sit comfortably and breathe deeply. Visualize that golden light filling you, expanding beyond your body, connecting you to the universe. See it dissolving doubts, fears, and limitations. Over time, your subconscious begins to expect this light, welcome it, and operate from it. The results are not random luck, but the magnetism of alignment. Sudden clarity on a problem, serendipitous meetings with the right people, and a confidence that doesn't waver with external circumstances. To make this practical, consider a specific goal. Perhaps a new career path, a healthier lifestyle, or a deeper relationship. Close your eyes and visualize it as already achieved. See yourself thriving in that new role. Feel the vitality in your body, or sense the warmth of that connection. Spend a few moments here, letting the image become vivid and detailed. Now add emotion. Feel the joy, the pride, the gratitude, as if it's happening now. This isn't daydreaming, it's a deliberate act of alignment. By visualizing with intention, you're programming your mind to expect success, and your actions will naturally follow. Holmes's genius was in showing that this practice is not about forcing outcomes, but about aligning with the natural flow of divine energy, allowing it to guide you toward your highest potential. Let's take this a step further. Imagine you're facing a challenge, say a financial struggle. Instead of focusing on lack, visualize abundance. Picture yourself paying bills with ease, feeling secure and generous. See the details, the smile on your face, the lightness in your step. Feel the gratitude as if it's already real. Do this daily for a week and notice how your perspective shifts. You might find yourself making bolder decisions, noticing new opportunities, or feeling a sense of calm amidst uncertainty. This is the power of visualization. It rewires your mind to operate from possibility rather than limitation. Having flipped the switch and begun visualizing your inner light, the next key is learning the language the universe listens to. Words alone are weak, if not wrapped in feeling. Holmes discovered that visualization is not a daydream, but a prayer. In its purest form, because the universe doesn't speak English. It speaks frequency. When you feel something as if it's already true, you create an energetic signature that reality responds to. You become a living blueprint of the future. Take a desire, say abundance. Don't just say, I want abundance. Feel the security of already having it. Imagine the weight of money in your hands, the relief of financial freedom, the joy of sharing with others. Taste it in your imagination. Touch it. Smell it. Words may describe your wish, but emotions are the ink that etch it into the fabric of reality. Holmes taught that there is one infinite mind from which all things come, and every time you think, you use it. But thinking alone is not enough. Feeling is the spark that ignites manifestation. Consistency builds the bridge between mind and form. A 10-minute daily visualization, enriched with emotion and gratitude, rewires your internal compass. It shifts you from hoping to knowing, and from knowing flows transformation, not as a miracle from above, but as a natural outcome of inner alignment. This is where many falter. They visualize sporadically or without feeling, then wonder why. Nothing changes. The key is commitment. Make it a daily practice, as routine as eating breakfast or checking your phone. Over time, your mind begins to operate from a place of certainty, and your reality shifts to match. Emotions are more than fleeting sensations. They are a sacred language, far more ancient than thought. Holmes likened them to magnets. What you feel consistently becomes the organizing force of your reality. Joy, gratitude, and peace are vibrational keys that unlock matching realities. When joy fills your chest, reality bends in subtle ways. Conversations flow more easily. Opportunities appear as if by magic. It's as if life itself responds to your emotional state, like a mirror made of wind and light. Conversely, an anxious mind becomes a beacon for chaos, attracting more stress and confusion. To activate your divine power, you must master the emotional climate within. Try this powerful practice. Begin each morning not with a to-do list, but with a to-feel list. Decide which emotional states you'll inhabit today. Start small. Find joy in brushing your teeth, gratitude in each breath, then build momentum. As you move through your day, notice how these emotions shape your interactions. By the time challenges arise, your inner state remains steady, no longer reactive but responsive. Holmes taught, the problem is not the problem is our perspective on the problem. Your emotional lens either distorts or clarifies. Align it with truth, and power flows effortlessly. Consider the story of James, a small business owner struggling to keep his company afloat. Overwhelmed by stress, he felt stuck in a cycle of worry. Then he began practicing Holmes's principles. Each morning, he visualized his business thriving, feeling the pride of success and the gratitude for his team's efforts. He didn't just see it, he felt it deeply, as if it were already true. Within months, new clients appeared, and a partnership he hadn't anticipated saved his business. This wasn't luck. It was the power of emotional alignment. James's story shows that when you shift your emotional frequency, you shift your reality. You can do the same. Pick one area of your life where you feel stuck. Visualize the outcome you want, then feel it deeply. Do this daily and watch how your perspective and your circumstances begin to transform. But emotions require discipline. It's easy to feel joy when things are going well, but what about when life feels heavy? This is where the to-feel list becomes a lifeline. Even in tough moments, choose one positive emotion, gratitude, hope, or peace, and anchor yourself in it. For example, if you're facing a setback, pause and find one thing to be grateful for, even if it's as simple as a warm cup of coffee or a kind word from a friend. This small act shifts your frequency, opening the door to new possibilities. Over time, you'll find that your emotional state becomes less dependent on external conditions and more a reflection of your inner power. What happens when even deep feeling and focused visualization don't bring immediate results? Here lies the paradox. The power you claim must also be released. Surrender is not giving up. It's stepping aside to trust the divine flow. Holmes called it the art of letting go, not to abandon your desires, but to allow them to rise beyond the limits of personal control. Resistance is heavy. Surrender floats. Visualize every effort, every desire as a balloon in your hand. Now, release them into the sky of divine intelligence. This act is not passive, it's a partnership, a dance between will and wisdom. Holmes taught that surrender transforms prayer from petition to communion. Instead of demanding outcomes, you listen. Instead of chasing, you align. Say to yourself, I trust the process of life and allow my divine guidance to lead me. These words carry power because they signal trust. The moment surrender becomes genuine, circumstances begin to shift. Solutions arrive through unexpected avenues. Delays become divine timing. What once felt forced begins to feel inevitable. Holmes believed surrender completes the cycle of manifestation, allowing the infinite to work through you. Think of a time you tried to force an outcome, maybe a job, a relationship, or a goal. The harder you pushed, the more elusive it became. Now recall a moment when you let go, trusting that things would work out. Often, that's when the breakthrough arrived. Surrender doesn't mean inaction. It means acting from a place of trust rather than fear. It's about doing your part, visualizing, feeling, aligning, and then releasing the need to control the how and when. This balance is where miracles happen, not as supernatural events, but as natural outcomes of alignment. To practice surrender, try this exercise. Write down one desire you're holding tightly, perhaps a career goal or a personal dream. Now visualize it as a balloon. See yourself releasing it into the sky, saying, I trust the process of life. Feel the lightness of letting go. Then take one small action toward your goal, trusting that the universe is working with you. This combination of effort and release creates a powerful flow. For example, if you're seeking a new job, visualize yourself thriving in the role. Feel the excitement, then release the outcome. Follow it with a practical step, like updating your resume or reaching out to a contact. Over time, you'll notice that what you seek begins to find you, often in ways you couldn't have predicted. Surrender also requires patience. In a world obsessed with instant results, trusting divine timing can feel counterintuitive. But Holmes reminds us that delays are often preparation. A seed doesn't sprout the moment it's planted. It needs time to take root. Similarly, your desires need time to align with the right circumstances. Trusting this process frees you from anxiety and allows you to live in the present, knowing that the universe is always working in your favor. This trust transforms your relationship with life, turning every moment into an opportunity for growth and alignment. After surrender comes a subtle silence, the quiet whisper of intuition. Holmes taught that intuition is the voice of the divine, not loud or insistent, but ever present. It's that gut feeling, that wordless knowing that guides you when logic alone isn't enough. Following it requires discernment and faith. This voice doesn't argue with reason, it bypasses it. It feels like knowing without knowing why, and yet when followed, it leads with uncanny precision. Begin by listening. When a question arises, whether it's a career decision, a relationship choice, or a simple daily task, pause. Feel into it. Is there a stirring, a picture, a wordless answer? The more you listen, the more guidance becomes unmistakable. Holmes believed intuition was not mystical, but mechanical, a divine system speaking through you. With every choice made in trust, this system sharpens. Intuition becomes not a tool, but a compass, guiding you through life's complexities with grace. Consider a time you followed a hunch. Maybe you called a friend just when they needed you, or took a chance that felt right despite doubts. That was your intuition at work. To strengthen it, practice small acts of listening. Before making a decision, pause for 10 seconds and ask, what feels right? Notice any sensations or images. Act on them, even if they seem minor, like choosing a different route to work or reaching out to someone unexpectedly. Over time, your trust in this inner voice will grow, and it will lead you to opportunities and insights you might have missed. Intuition is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Start with low-stakes decisions, like what to eat for lunch or which book to read. Pause, listen, and act on the subtle nudge you feel. As you build confidence, apply this practice to bigger choices, career moves, relationships, or creative projects. You'll find that intuition often guides you to outcomes that logic alone couldn't predict. For example, a woman named Lisa once felt a strong urge to attend a local art class, despite no prior interest in painting. She followed the nudge and met a mentor who helped her launch a successful creative career. That's the power of intuition. It sees what your conscious mind cannot. Beneath it all, thought returns, not idle thought, but conscious creation. Holmes declared, "Your word is the mold. Your thoughts are causes, and your life is the echo." Dominant beliefs carve pathways through possibility. To shift them is to redirect the stream of your reality. Affirmations become chisels, reshaping the unseen. Words like, "I am whole, I am guided, I am already becoming," spoken with emotion and repetition, etch new blueprints into the subconscious. And from those blueprints, life takes form. Affirmations are not about empty repetition, but about aligning your mind with truth. Choose a statement that resonates with your goals. Perhaps, "I am confident and capable," or "I am open to abundance." Speak it aloud daily, infusing it with feeling. Picture the outcome as you say it. Over time, these words become your reality. Not because they're magic, but because they shape your beliefs, and your beliefs shape your actions. Holmes' insight was that thought is creative. It's the seed from which your life grows. Plant seeds of possibility, nurture them with emotion, and watch them blossom. To make this practical, create a daily affirmation ritual. Each morning, write down 3 affirmations that reflect your highest vision for yourself. For example, "I am confident in my abilities," "I am surrounded by opportunities," and "I am guided by divine wisdom." Speak them aloud, feeling their truth in your body. Then take one small action aligned with each affirmation. If your affirmation is, "I am confident," make eye contact and smile at someone today. If it's about opportunities, research one new possibility. These small steps build momentum, turning thought into reality. Affirmations work best when paired with visualization and emotion. For instance, if you're affirming abundance, visualize yourself living in financial freedom. See the house, feel the security, taste the freedom. As you speak your affirmation, let gratitude flood your heart. This combination creates a powerful, energetic signature that the universe responds to. Over time, you'll notice shifts, new ideas, unexpected support, or a growing sense of ease. These are signs that your thoughts are taking root. shaping your reality in alignment with your highest vision. Divine power has never been about reaching for something far away. It's about removing the dust from the mirror so you can see what's already shining beneath. Ernest Holmes didn't teach magic. He revealed alignment. Each tool, visualization, emotion, surrender, intuition, and thought serves as a doorway to something already yours. The power that forms galaxies, heals wounds, writes symphonies, and births miracles lives in you, not metaphorically, but literally. You are not waiting for the light. You are the light, wired, ready, and divine. This journey is not about perfection, but about practice. Start where you are. Commit to 5 minutes of visualization each morning, picturing your inner light. Choose emotions that uplift you, joy, gratitude, peace, and make them your daily companions. Practice surrender when you feel stuck, releasing your desires to the divine flow. Listen to your intuition, even in small decisions, and watch it grow into a trusted guide. Speak affirmations with conviction, knowing that your words shape your reality. These small acts compound, creating a ripple effect that transforms your life. Consider the story of Maya, a young artist who felt lost in her career. She began practicing Holmes' principles, visualizing herself as a successful creator, feeling the joy of her work being celebrated. She surrendered her need to control the outcome, trusting that opportunities would come. One day, a gallery owner discovered her work through a chance encounter. That wasn't luck. It was alignment. Maya's story is a reminder that when you align with your inner power, the universe conspires to support you. You can create your own story of transformation starting today. Your life is a canvas, and you are the artist. Every thought, every feeling, every act of trust is a brushstroke. What picture are you painting? The tools are in your hands. Visualization to set the vision, emotion to bring it to life, surrender to allow it to flow, intuition to guide you, and thought to shape it. The power is not outside you, it's within, waiting for you to claim it. Holmes's message is clear. You are not a bystander in your life. You are a creator, a spark of the infinite, capable of shaping a reality that reflects your highest potential. The world is full of noise, doubt, and distraction, but within you is a quiet, unshakable truth. You are not just a person. You are a divine being, wired for greatness, ready to shine. The power that moves mountains and paints the stars is yours to wield. So, where do you begin? Start today. Take 5 minutes to visualize your inner light, feeling it fill you with possibility. Choose one emotion, gratitude, joy, or peace, and carry it with you. Release one worry to the divine flow, trusting that it's being handled. Listen to your intuition for one small decision. Speak an affirmation that empowers you, knowing it's reshaping your reality. These are not grand gestures. They are simple, deliberate acts of alignment. Yet they hold the power to transform your life, one moment at a time. As you embark on this journey, remember that you are not alone. The same divine intelligence that guides the stars is guiding you. Every step you take in alignment brings you closer to the life you were born to live, a life of purpose, joy, and limitless possibility. The power is yours, not as a distant promise, but as a present reality. Flip the switch. Your inheritance awaits. What was your biggest takeaway from this video? Have you ever activated or fully tapped into the inner power gifted to you by the divine? We'd be truly grateful to hear your thoughts in the comments below this video. Thank you for watching. If this video opened your mind or helped you see reality in a new light, don't forget to like and subscribe to Top Hidden Knowledge so you never miss our next deep dive into mystery, perception, and the hidden workings of our universe. And if you have time, explore more videos on our channel. We're just getting started. Until next time, stay curious, stay aware, and never stop questioning the world around you.